school dances, future jobs, and family reunions. These are all instances where you would most likely dress up and bring a tie with you to your occasion. Ties have been in fashion for quite some time now because of how they just complete a look on a man and how they just overall bring color and match up with your suit or however you dress with your tie. Today, I'll be going over the history of the tie, and then how to tie a tie, and then the benefits that come with knowing how to tie a tie as well. So let's go into the first point, which is history. Modern ties have been around since the 1920s and have the early stages of the tie have actually been around longer, since the 1800s during France's King Louis XIII's time. A fun fact about the 1800s is when a man would touch another man's tie, it would be seen as like an insult. So it'd be more as a sign of like they won a duel. So they were very serious about their ties back then. And around 1827 was when the first book was ever published, and that was about how like 27 other different ways of how to tie a tie back then, especially with the knots and how you can form different kind of knots with it. But ever since the 1920s, since Jesse Longsdorff has made the ties more unique, like they're slimmer, and he changed it to where they keep their shape without having to get a whole new tie. And then so going on to show you how to tie a tie, they come in very different sizes, colors, and so a good tip to know when you're doing your tie is your height. The end of the tie when you're finished should be between your belly button and the belt loop of your pants. So for me, right here. And so first, you're going to have the top over the short side. The top over, and then bring it back underneath, and then wrap it around again. So then it shows like that. And then bring the flat side up underneath. And then there should be a knot starting to form with this bottom loop right here. So you're just going to take your flat side and then push it down through. And then you just start pulling on sides until you get it. And then you adjust it however you need to fit perfectly. And then on the back of the tie usually is a little loop to where you can put this extra long string through to keep it secured and not dangling around when you're dressed up. And then to loosen it, you just take the left side, hold it, and then just gently loosen it up until it comes unraveled. So how this can benefit you is, some may ask, why would I need to know how to tie a tie? Well, for your future, you would really want to know this because this is what jobs look for. They look how you dress and how you could dress for and represent their company. So you'd be mainly dressing for their interviews, and then also how you represent their company, like I said. It also increases self-confidence because it really just brings in the whole look together as an accessory. And so when you're learning this at a younger age, it's really better, it's really good to know because it sets the standards of what you know and how you can improve to exceed expectations. And as I wrap up, so we talked about the history of where the tie came from, how to tie the tie, and then benefits that come along with knowing how to. So as I end off, I have one question to leave with you. Why not would you dress up using a tie.